Genghis Khan, originally named Temujin, was born around 1160 in the rugged steppes of Mongolia. His early life was marked by hardship. His father, Yesugei, was a respected tribal chief, but he was poisoned by rivals when Temujin was still a child. This left his family vulnerable, and they were soon abandoned by their own people. Temujin, along with his mother Holon and siblings, survived by scavenging for food, eating roots, berries, and whatever small game they could catch. This harsh upbringing forged him into a resilient and resourceful leader, instilling in him a deep understanding of the struggles of the common people. As a young man, Temujin faced betrayal and hardship. He was captured and enslaved by a rival tribe, the Tai Yichiud, but managed to escape. Determined to rise above his circumstances, he built alliances with powerful tribal leaders, including Togrul of the Kerate and Jamuka, a childhood friend who later became his bitter rival. He married Berta, his lifelong companion, who was kidnapped by the Merkit tribe shortly after their wedding. Temujin led a daring raid to rescue her, solidifying his reputation as a formidable warrior and strategist. Temujin gradually united the warring Mongol tribes through a combination of diplomacy, military might, and innovative leadership. He rewarded loyalty and skill over noble lineage, a revolutionary concept in Mongol society. By 1206, he had defeated his rivals and was proclaimed Ghenghis Khan, meaning universal ruler. With this title, he set his sights beyond Mongolia, aiming to conquer the world. Genghis Khan revolutionized warfare. His army, composed mainly of highly skilled horse archers, was the most disciplined and mobile force of its time. He implemented strict military codes, developed a sophisticated spy network, and used psychological warfare to instill fear in his enemies. His forces could travel vast distances rapidly, often covering over 100 miles in a day, allowing them to strike unexpectedly. His first major campaign was against the Western Jia dynasty in northern China. The Mongols laid siege to fortified cities, employing engineering tactics learned from captured Chinese and Persian specialists. The Western Jia eventually surrendered, but when they later repelled, Genghis Khan ordered their near-total annihilation. Next, he turned his attention to the powerful Jin dynasty, which ruled northern China. Using feigned retreats and coordinated attacks, he overwhelmed the much larger Jin forces. The Mongols devastated the Jin capital, Zhongdu, modern Beijing, in 1215, forcing the dynasty to retreat southward. The conquest of northern China secured valuable resources and increased Mongol power. In 1218, a pivotal event set Genghis Khan on a path of destruction towards Central Asia. He sent a trade caravan to the Khwarezmian Empire, modern Iran and Turkmenistan, but its members were executed by the Khwarezmian governor. Outraged, Genghis Khan unleashed a ferocious campaign of revenge. The Mongol army stormed across the empire, razing cities such as Bukhara, Samarkand, and Nishapur. Survivors were either executed or enslaved, and the empire was utterly destroyed by 1221. Beyond war, Genghis Khan was a master of governance. He established the Yasa, a legal code that enforced strict discipline, protected trade routes, and promoted religious tolerance. He welcomed scholars, artisans, and merchants from different cultures, fostering an unprecedented exchange of knowledge along the Silk Road. Mongol rule revitalized trade, connecting East and West in ways never seen before. By the time of his death in 1207, possibly from injuries sustained during the final campaign against the Western Shia, Genghis Khan had created the largest contiguous empire in history. His successors, particularly his grandson Kublai Khan, expanded and refined his legacy, ruling over China, Persia, and parts of Eastern Europe. Though feared as a ruthless conqueror, Genghis Khan also laid the groundwork for an era of trade, cultural exchange, and relative stability known as the Pax Mongolica. Today, he is remembered as both a fearsome warlord and a visionary leader who reshaped world history. His influence still echoes across the lands he once conquered, and his legacy as the founder of the Mongol Empire remains unparalleled.